Dear students, now we are going to see 8th standard chemistry. In 8th standard chemistry, we have start now acids and bases. This is in your third term syllabus. In the third term syllabus, the topic name is acids and bases. Especially this you have studied in your 7th standard level. I hope you have some knowledge about acids and as well as bases also. In this 8th standard level, some detailedly you are going to learn, that's all. So we go for the topic directly, acids. In our daily life, we are using some other substances. Some substances we are using. Substances like curd, milk, lemon, that is citrus fruits. Such a substances, when you taste these substances like lemon, orange or vinegar, when you taste these substances, the taste of the substance is sure, right? Sure in taste. Substances are sure in taste. Actually, these substances are acidic in nature. What is acidic in nature? Naturally, these substances are acidic. The substance which contains acid, such a substance are acidic substances generally. The substance which contain acid, such substances are acidic substances. Okay, let's see the definition and meaning for acids. The word acid is derived from Latin word acidus. What is Latin word acidus? The word acid is derived from Latin word. This is actually Latin word acidus. The meaning of acidus is sure taste. What is the meaning of acidus is sure taste. That's why the term or that the word itself becomes sure. Sure taste substance are generally contains acids. Acidus means sure in taste, sure taste. So this is actually the Latin word. After this, the acid word is derived. Acid word is derived. This is simple meaning of acid. Suppose acidic substances are dissolves in water. Acidic substances are dissolves in water that gives hydrogen ions. What is that? Gives hydrogen ions. The substances when dissolved in water that gives hydrogen ion, that is represented as H plus. Substances which gives H plus ions, such substances are called acids, or the substances are containing hydrogen ion, H plus hydrogen ion, such substances generally called acid. So H plus ion. For example, when we take HCl, this is hydrochloric acid. This acid actually segregated in our stomach. This acid used to digestion of our food. This acid segregated in our stomach itself. This acid used to digestion of our food. Such acid is called hydrochloric acid. So when hydrochloric acid dissolves in water, this gives H plus and Cl minus ion. When acid H plus is dissolves in water, that gives hydrogen ion. Likewise, this is a formula of sulfuric acid H2SO4. When H2SO4 dissolves in water, this gives 2H plus SO4 2 minus. 2 hydrogen ion is gives 2H plus and SO4 2 minus. This is sulfate ion. So here 1 hydrogen ion is released. Here 2 hydrogen ion is released. So here the substances which releases hydrogen ion, so these substances are called acids. So this is the simple meaning. So let's see the classification of acids and properties of acid and uses of acids in very detail, one by one in very detail. First we go in your level, in this standard level is given now. It is not detail is given the classification. Simply the acid is classified based on sources where we are getting or where actually the acid is present. Based on that, the acid is classified into two ways, that is two categories. One is called based on sources. One is called organic acids. Another one is called inorganic acids. Based on the sources, acids are classified into two categories. One is called organic acids, another one is called inorganic acid. Let's see the meaning or definition of organic acid and inorganic acid. Organic acids. The acid obtained from plants and animals. Or the acids present in plants and animals, such acids are called organic. It is present in plants and animals. Such acids are organic acids. For example, acetic acid, example of organic, acetic acid and lactic acid, formic acid, etc. These acids are example of organic acids. It is organism. These acids present in an organism, either plants or animals. These acids are organic acid. Generally, the organic acids are the sources that we know. The curd or milk contains lactic acid. Curd, it contains lactic acid. Vinegar, it is acetic acid. Vinegar contains acetic acid. Even ant, red ant, especially red ant in that bee or some bee, that contains formic acid. Grapes and tamarind, this contains tartaric acid. Grapes or tamarind, this contains tartaric acid. Then apple, the fruit apple, apple contains malic acid. Malic. So vinegar, that is acidic. Likewise, we can give some other examples. Then citrus fruits, especially citrus fruits contain citric acid. So these all the acids are example of organic acid. These acids, you see the curd, vinegar, ant, grapes, apple and the citrus fruits. So these acids, these substances contains acids. No, these acids are organic acid. Generally, these organic acids are weak acids. These are weak acid. Organic acids are weak acids. When what is the meaning of weak acids? No, when these acids dissolves in water, it takes partial dissociation or partial ionization. It's another way when we are exploring this partial ionization or partial dissociation. It does not dissolves completely in water. Such acids are organic acids. Such acids are weak acids, partial dissociation acids. Let's see. This is about organic acids definition and the classification based on sources. That is, we have seen one more inorganic acids. These are the acids obtained from rocks and minerals. The acids which are obtained from rocks and minerals. Such acids are inorganic acids. Rocks and minerals. Rocks and minerals. Example sulfuric acid and carbonic acid H2CO3 and nitric acid. These acids are examples. The formula of sulfuric acid H2SO4, it is carbonic acid which is present in carbon, that is aerated rings, carbonic acid. Even this is nitric acid. The formula of nitric acid is HNO3. These acids are obtained from rocks and minerals. So these acids are inorganic acids or mineral acid. The other name of inorganic acid is mineral acid because it's obtained minerals. So it is called mineral acids. This is about the classification is given based on the sources. Next we go properties of acids. What is properties of acids? Properties of acids. It is classified into two properties. One is physical properties. Another one is chemical properties. Chemical properties, let's see later after completion of physical properties. So physical properties are acids are sure in taste. This is very simple. Taste of acid is sure, and acids are, especially inorganic acids, are corrosive in nature. When these strong acids, it is inorganic. The strong acids when actually split into in our skin or in our dress, it spoil our skin and dresses. So that it is corrosive in nature. All the acids are dissolves in water. It can easily dissolve in water. Then this is one of the physical properties. Acids are liquid. Most of the acids are liquid. Only few acids are solid in state. For example, benzoic acid. This is actually the nature of benzoic acid is pellet form. Salt, it is pellets. Benzoic acid pellets. It is solid form. Benzoic acid. Other than that, all the acids are mostly liquid. Benzoic acids are solid in nature. This is important physical properties. Next physical properties are acids are easily conduct electricity. Acids easily conduct electricity. When acids dissolves in water, that gives ions. That ions dissolves. That ions conduct electricity because H plus ions splits. Acids are easily gives H plus ions. These H plus ions conduct electricity. So that acids are easily conduct electricity. This is one of the physical properties. Next physical properties is acids are we can identify the acids. Especially the taste, sure in taste, it is possible organic acids when we are taking that feel sure taste. The same way inorganic acid we cannot be taste because it is corrosive in nature. We cannot taste inorganic acids. How to identify the acids? That is the way is given. So for that the substance which help us to identify the acid, such substances are called indicators. To identify the acids. If we take a litmus paper, blue litmus paper, blue turns red. Blue litmus paper turns red color, so we can be easily identify the given substance contains acids. Blue color turns red in color. This is identification. When we take other thing, phenolphthalein. When we add phenolphthalein, the indicator, into an acidic solution, the entire solution will be colorless. Actually acids are colorless solution only. That will become white in color. It's colorless. So it colorless in phenolphthalein. Understood. That point we can be identify the acids. Indicator is used. Indicators help us to identify the acids. These are the physical properties of an acid. What are they? Acids are sour in taste, corrosive in nature, you can easily dissolve in water. Then most of the acids are liquid in state. Few as the indicators. When we take blue litmus, it turns red color. We can easily identify the given substance is acid. This is about physical properties of acid. Let's move the chemical properties. Yeah. Chemical properties. The chemical properties are you can listed out. A reaction with the metal, reaction with the metal, and reaction with the carbonate and bicarbonate, and reaction with the metallic oxide. The three way we are going to see. One is reaction with the metal, the another one is reaction with the carbonate and bicarbonates. Carbonates and bicarbonates. The next one is reaction with the metallic oxide. Reaction with the metallic oxide. These are the three chemical properties we are going to see now. First one is how acids react with the metal. This is called reaction with the metal. For example, when generally metal plus acid, it gives salt plus hydrogen. This is the thing you should keep in your mind. Salt plus hydrogen, that is metallic salt plus hydrogen. For example, we take when zinc metal we take, when zinc react with hydrochloric acid, even it can easily react with the dilute form of hydrochloric acid. When zinc metal reacts with HCl, it forms zinc chloride, that is ZnCl2 plus hydrogen gas is liberation. So here for the balancing we take 2 moles of HCl. When zinc react with hydrochloric acid, that forms zinc chloride plus hydrogen. So this is salt zinc chloride and hydrogen gas is liberation. This is the point you should keep in your mind. When acid react with metal, hydrogen gas is liberation. This is first chemical properties. Instead of zinc, we can take other metal also. For example, we take magnesium. When magnesium react with sulfuric acid, other acid, instead of HCl, we take sulfuric acid. Magnesium react with sulfuric acid. For example, magnesium Mg plus H2SO4. It is the salt is forming MgSO4. Then hydrogen gas is liberation. This is an example. Another example for this. Next, reaction with the carbonate and bicarbonate. For example, you take sodium carbonate. It is acid. We take sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. The reaction of sodium carbonate plus acid HCl. It gives sodium chloride plus carbon dioxide, then plus water. So here when carbonates or whatever that, it is sodium carbonate. When sodium carbonate mixed with hydrochloric acid, you can observe brisk effervescence is forming. Brisk effervescence is evolved. The brisk effervescence reason is that actually the carbon dioxide gas is evolved. So we can easily identify any reaction, the carbon dioxide evolved, that's called brisk effervescence. Understood? So in that, the carbonate salt will become sodium carbonate, will become sodium chloride, and in this hydrochloric acid split up, H plus and Cl minus, it forms water and carbon dioxide. So for balancing that, here we take 2 moles of HCl. This is 2 moles of NaCl. Now other things are all balanced. 2 HCl, 2 NaCl plus carbon dioxide. So instead of sodium carbonate, we take sodium bicarbonate. This is called NaHCO3. It is called bicarbonate or hydrogen carbonate. This reaction with the same acid HCl, this forms the same product NaCl plus carbon dioxide plus H2O. NaCl plus carbon dioxide plus H2O. So this is called reaction of carbonate and bicarbonate. Sodium carbonate, it is a chemical name sodium carbonate. The commercial name of sodium carbonate is that is washing soda. This is washing soda. This is sodium bicarbonate is baking soda. Baking soda. It is used to manufacture baking powder. When baking soda mixed with the tartaric acid, so that powder, that form is called powder form, that it is called baking powder. These two, sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate, actually these two carbonates nature is basic in nature. So basic in nature. When base react with acid, that forms what is salt and water. This is also one kind of neutralization reaction. So this is second chemical properties, that is reaction with the carbonate and bicarbonate. Let's go the third one. It is reaction with the metallic oxide. Metallic oxide. For example, for this we take a calcium oxide. Metal calcium with oxygen, it is called metallic oxide. When calcium oxide mixed with HCl, hydrochloric acid, this forms calcium chloride plus water. So here 2HCl, that's 2HCl and CaCl2 plus H2O. Here, even the calcium oxide nature also basic. It is basic in nature. Basic nature of calcium oxide react with hydrochloric acid. This forms calcium chloride plus water. This is about the reaction of metallic oxide with acid. We can give another example also. Another chemical property, that is neutralization reaction. Even these two also is example of neutralization. But generally when base is react with acid NaOH plus HCl, this base is strong base, this acid is strong acid. When the strong base react with the strong acid, this forms salt plus water. This salt is common salt, that you know, sodium chloride, common salt. So this neutralization is called complete neutralization. What is this neutralization? Is called a complete neutralization reaction. In this, acid completely neutralized by a base to form salt and water. Such reaction is called a neutralization reaction. Next we go uses of acid. Uses of acid. The first acid we go, it is sulfuric acid. What is the formula of sulfuric acid? H2SO4. The sulfuric acid used, actually before knowing the use of sulfuric acid, it is called king of chemicals. Sulfuric acid is called a king of chemicals. King of chemicals. Why this is called king of chemicals? No. This acid is used to manufacture many compounds. Many compounds in the reagent. It is used as a reagent to manufacture the many compound. That's why this is called king of chemicals. It is used in car batteries. Car batteries. Sulfuric acid in car, whatever that. Four-wheeler or heavy vehicles, in that battery, in that battery sulfuric acid is used. So that's why it is used to manufacture many organic compound. The sulfuric acid is called king of chemicals. This is the use of sulfuric acid. When we take hydrochloric acid, the formula of hydrochloric acid is HCl. It is used to cleansing agent. It is used to cleansing the toilets. It is used to cleansing the toilet. The hydrochloric acid. It is used for cleansing the toilet. This is the use. Even the hydrochloric acid generally segregated in our stomach. That's used to segregate. That's used to digestion of our food. That's you know very well. Next, sodium salt of benzoic acid. Benzoic acid. This is actually benzoic acid is not directly used. The salt of benzoic acid is sodium salt. Sodium salt of benzoic acid. This is used to preserve the food items. To preserve the food item. Preserve the food. Benzoic acid used to preserve the food. Next, nitric acid. Nitric acid. Actually, when nitric acid mixed with ammonia, that forms ammonium nitrate. That's called urea. It's manufacture fertilizers. Nitric acid used to manufacture fertilizer. Manufacture fertilizers. Manufacture fertilizer. This is the important use of nitric acid. Manufacturing of fertilizers. It is nitric acid uses. Likewise, organic acids used in that some other way. That is carbonic acid. We take carbonic acid. Carbonic acid. It is used to make carbonated drinks. That is aerated drinks. It is used to make carbonated drinks. Used to make carbonated drinks. Carbonic acid used. When we take nitric acid, hydrochloric acid, sulfuric acid, these acids are strong acids. Even the carbonic acid. Actually, these acids are inorganic acid, inorganic strong acids. This carbonic acid is weak acids, weak inorganic acid. That's why this is used to manufacture making carbonated drinks. Making carbonated drinks. These are about the uses of acids. What are they? Sulfuric acid, it is used in car batteries. Hydrochloric acid, cleansing the toilet. And benzoic acid, that sodium salt of benzoic acid used to preserve the food items. Even nitric acid, a manufacture of fertilizers. Carbonic acid, it is used in carbonated drinks. So far we have discussed acids, meaning and definition of acids, classification of acids, properties of acids. Even at last we have seen uses of acids. Now we go bases. Bases, what is the definition and properties and as well as uses of bases. So here bases, it is a substance, the taste of substance is bitter in taste. Bases are bitter in taste. Bitter in taste. It is a substance which dissolves in water that gives hydroxide ion. It gives hydroxide ion. It is OH minus. The basis is a substance which gives hydroxide ion, OH minus. Such substances are called bases, which furnishes hydroxide ion. This is about bases. For example, take sodium hydroxide. When it dissolves in water, this gives Na plus OH minus. Alright? When sodium hydroxide dissolves in water, it ionizes into Na plus and OH minus ion. So this is called base. Sodium hydroxide is called base. This is alkali. Sodium hydroxide is also called alkali. One more thing you are understanding here. Bases dissolves completely in water. Such substances are called alkalis. The other name of bases are called alkalis. What is alkalis? Water soluble bases are called alkalis. That's all. You can easily suppose the substances are easily soluble in water. Such substance, namely alkalis. The sodium hydroxide, even potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, and magnesium hydroxide are called alkalis because that all dissolves in water. Some substance it's not dissolves completely in water. Substance not we are called as alkalis, that are called as bases. For example, carbonate form, the sodium carbonate, even sodium bicarbonate, even oxides, so that is calcium oxide or magnesium oxide. These are all uh, nature. It's gives nature is base we call it base, but these are all not called alkalis. So that's why we can give here one quote. All the bases are alkalis. All the bases are not alkalis. That's the thing you keep in your mind. All the bases are not alkalis, but all the alkalis are bases. Whatever take sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide, calcium hydroxide, and magnesium hydroxide, iron hydroxide, aluminum hydroxide, these are all alkalis. That's what comes under bases. So all the alkalis are bases, but not all the bases are alkalis. So here this is bases but not alkalis. So this is about definition of bases and alkalis. Let's go the properties. Even especially, so these bases are sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. These are the strong base. Strong bases. And likewise, there is weak bases also present. Calcium hydroxide and magnesium hydroxide. So these are weak bases. Its classification not given in your textbook. Extra information you can take. Sodium hydroxide, potassium hydroxide are strong bases. Calcium hydroxide, magnesium hydroxide are weak bases. It can easily completely dissolve, completely gives ions. It completely convert into OH minus. It gives a partial OH minus. So that's why this is classified into strong base and a weak base. Let's see properties, physical properties and chemical properties. Physical properties. Physical properties of bases. Bases are bitter in taste. What is bases are bitter in taste. Bitter in taste. It is bases are colorless, bitter in taste and as well as colorless. Even bases also corrosive in nature. It is corrosive in nature. Bases are corrosive in nature, especially strong bases are corrosive in nature. Bases are it conduct electricity. Conduct electricity. It conduct electricity because it dissolves, it gives OH minus ion, no? So that it conducts electricity. Bases are conduct electricity. Then when we take the identification of the bases, when we take indicators like red litmus. When red litmus are dipped in basic solution, that turns blue color. The red litmus turns blue in color. We can identify the given substance is base. Red litmus to blue litmus. The given substance is basic substance. This is about the general physical properties of bases. What are bitter in taste, corrosive in nature, even it can easily dissolves in water. Most of the bases are dissolves in water. So most of the bases are solid in state. Bases are like pellets, sodium hydroxide pellets, calcium hydroxide pellets. So it is solid in states. Even some of the bases are liquid state also. Substance bases are present. It conduct electricity easily. It furnishes ions, no? So it conduct electricity easily, like acids. Red litmus, when dipped into basic solution, that turns blue in color. So this is the simple identification, simple indication of bases. Other indicator also we can use, phenolphthalein and methyl orange. In phenolphthalein, the base color is orange, pink, like that color. In methyl orange, it turns yellow in color. So this is the simple indications of bases. So based on that, you can be easily identify which are basic substances like that. This is about physical properties of the bases. Chemical properties and uses. continuation of these chemical properties and uses, you can come to study in the next video class. So far student, we have discussed acid and bases, half part of the bases. Remaining part you come to study in the next video class. Until then, bye, take care, good luck.